John, you just talk away about DeAndre Liggins' play overall today.
Yeah, I thought he was good. I thought he had great energy. He focused. He was good. You know, we tried some different stuff, bringing him off the bench. Maybe that's what he needs too. I thought Darius Miller, he had one stretch that I wanted to choke him because he had played so well, so aggressive, so strong. Why would you go for 2 minutes and revert? You know, you can't let yourself know that you can be that way. You just, when I'm on this court, this is how I am. You know, it wasn't just he was making jumpers, he had 9 rebounds. Now the question is, and they're a good rebounding team, especially offensively. But it was good.
Don, there's 2 games in a row where Darius has stepped up offensively. How much better are you guys when he gives you another guy like that?
It's nice to have a shooter that way that can make baskets, and you know. But I'm just, you know, like again, I was on these guys hard because I don't want them looking at the score, whether we're up, whether it's close, just play and execute. And so we got up and they started getting sloppy, and I said, I'm not looking at the score, I'm looking at how we're playing. You know, we made some decisions again, and you may say, well, you're going nuts and you're up 25. Yeah, because we were up 17-18 and all of a sudden turned around and it was 5. We've done that a couple times. And so I'm trying to get them to forget about the score. Let's worry about execution. And if we know it's a big score, you don't have to look up and know it. You know you're up big. Then you play to either get a layup or something easy, or you use the clock a little bit. And if you're down 10, 9, 8, you know you got to speed up play. You got to make them play. And if it's a close game, we grind it out. Well, let's grind it and make sure we get good shots. In this game, it was 8 or 9, 10 minutes to go. I started telling them we're grinding it out like it's a close game. And we got it into Terrence and one. We hit a jumper. We did some really good stuff. Really proud of them.
John, is there something about the matchup that allows Miller to be successful against South Carolina?
No, I think he's been, the last couple games, he's been pretty good. Biggest thing is what we did today is we guarded. And, you know, we have to be a defensive first. That's what we are, defense first and rebound. But not just defensive rebound. We need to get free baskets in offensive rebounding. And then that gives us a chance to, one, free baskets on the offensive end, and then transition baskets gives us a few free baskets. Today we just shot the ball really well. We guarded them, really guarded them pretty good.
Coach, you've been calling for these guys to step up and be leaders all year, and yet you were kind of dismissive of the team meeting that was called. Looking back on it now, do you think that maybe that helped those guys kind of renew their sense of focus, or are you going to wait for a road test to decide if you think it was worth it?
Well, the first game they came back, we were getting smashed by Mississippi State, and we showed no energy. And the guys that called the meeting, I went in and said, who called that meeting? Right after the game, I wanted to know. Who called it? One guy sheepishly raised his hand. Well, then why would you play that way? You call a team only meeting, and you play that way? So my thing is, you know, you got to be responsible to each other. We're not playing games. We're not trying to BS each other. And so I think you get more done in individual meetings with your team, where I'm meeting with the player one-on-one, and I'm trying to talk to them, either build them up or break them down, get them to understand, let them know how much I care about them, get him to understand he's got to do it with the team in mind. I think you get more done with individual meetings than you do with team meetings, in my opinion. Been wrong before, so it was 1977, 78, something like that.
John, you got 2 weeks before, back here in the back, 2 weeks before postseason. What areas are you comfortable with, if any, and what areas specifically need to get better before then?
40-minute game. Make a couple bad plays. It should not lead to 2 or 3 more. Grab the team. We're making, it's kind of like this. At times, the quarterback throws, we need a first down. It's 3rd and 12. And he throws it to the guy 4 yards in. Well, he should have ran for it. No, you shouldn't have thrown it to him. We need to get it to the 12 yards, not 4. So we're making some of those plays where we're throwing it to the wrong guy at the wrong time in the wrong place, and then mad at him because he makes a bad play. That stuff, we got to cure that. You just got to know, not now. You know, we got a nice lead, or where it's a close game, I'm not doing it. We'll pull it out. We execute. We're a skilled team. We only had 10 turnovers again. I mean, sometimes I think when we only have 10, we're not playing fast enough. We got to play more aggressive. I like it to be 11, 12. When we had 8, I think it was against Vandy, it's obvious we're not playing aggressive enough. You're going to have turnovers when you play fast and play hard that way. But, you know, we're getting better executing offensively, both zone and man. They're more focused on doing their job. I just told them, let's own the last 5 minutes of every game we play. Let's own it. Let that be our time. And so I'm trying to do everything I can to get their minds off the score and on execution. I don't want them to play not to lose. You have to just play to win, and you got to execute.
Now that only wanting to choke Darius one time, how much fewer is that than normal?
I say, not literally, but, I told him exactly what I said to you guys. I said, why would you do that after that? You just played one of your better games since I've been your coach. But then you hit a 2-minute spurt where you just go soft again. Get pushed out of the way and the guy off it. Why? Why? You had 9 rebounds. You played above the rim. You were strong with the ball. But again, you have game slippage. Some of it may be guys playing too many minutes. I think we had a little better rotation today. Kind of stayed out of foul trouble. I'll be honest with you, I thought, did you wonder why I played Terrence with 2 fouls that much in the first half? Because I was told DeAndre had 2 fouls. So you saw me put him in and out? And then as I came out, it was Terrence that had 2. I'm sorry. What? So that's why he was in there, if you wondered why. Terrence played well. Terrence is playing well. Passing the ball. Brandon Knight, 9 assists, 1 turn, 6 rebounds. He has 12 points, but he missed all those free throws. So really, his line was like a double-double. 16, 17 points, 10 assists, 6. He could have had a triple-double. And you know what? There were points in the game where he didn't execute what we were trying to do versus the press. He got sloppy with the ball, and I'm all over him. Why? Because I want him to be the best. 9 assists, 1 turn, 12 points, Cal. That's pretty darn good. Yeah, but he's even better than that. And we're expecting a lot of him.
Dan, would you elaborate, please, on bringing DeAndre off the bench? Was there any punishment involved in that, or what was your thinking about trying that?
Well, it's like I've done this with just about every guy in the team. And, if I look at it and I say, you know what, we're going to try something different, we try it. But he's, of all the kids that I've coached, I don't know if anybody's tried to please me more than him. But whether it's Brandon or him or Terrence, if they're not doing what they're supposed to, I just told them, I'm coaching you guys. Whether you like it or not, I'm coaching you. We have shoot-arounds, and some of you have been to our shoot-arounds. I have to coach. The shoot-around is like a mini practice. They need to be coached. I got all these young kids and inexperienced players. They need to be coached. I haven't coached them for 2 or 3 years. This is it. We've been together 6 months. And so we need that time, and I use everything I can to get guys to play better. The best tool I have is the bench, except when you have 6 guys you're playing. Then it's a little harder. Now you have a bench for 1 and maybe another, and it's not the same. When you have 9 or 10 guys that you're playing, your best friend as a coach is the bench.
Coach, what about Lamb's play? I know you talked about him being more consistent motor. What do you think of how
A couple times I got on him. When we got up 20, he just wanted to revert back. He wanted to jog that court. And I was all over him, and he's looking at me like, we're up 25. Yeah, we were up 18 at South Carolina, and it became a 5-point game. We were up 18 against Mississippi State in the second half late, and all of a sudden it's a 5-point game or a 4-point game. So I'm just letting them know that, we've got to get better. And what I put on the board prior to the game was goal number 1, let's just get better. Let's just get better. Let's improve. Let's try to go 40 minutes. Let's everybody on this team know, you know what your job is. Do your job. Do your job. So they're trying.
Did they achieve that, do you think? That?
Yeah, I watched the tape, and I was, Coach Robick, as we walked in, said, what you want to shut up? We're up 50 to 20, and I'm like ready to, you know, shut up, probably. But again, I wasn't looking at the score. It was how they were playing. And if a guy broke down on a pick and roll, I was mad. If a guy didn't go grab a rebound with 2 hands, I was mad. I don't care that it's 50 to 20. You know, you want them to perform for 40 minutes. Why? Because the next game is going to be harder. The next game is even going to be harder. The next game is going to be ridiculous. And the last game is going to be like, wow. We just have to get better.
Thank you.